So as we go through our hive inspections, you may notice sometimes we use our hive tool and scrape off the edges of the frame. So on things like this, when wax gets built up on the edges here or on the top, we scrape it off so that the frames will sit better and nicer in the box. And sometimes we'll find old frames like this, which is too much work for the bees to repair, so we'll just scrape all of this off also. Then we get buckets filled with this, of all the scrapings and any cappings off of honey, any comb that was built in the wrong spot. And what we do with it is we make a wax melter, and eventually it'll melt all down. It'll get rid of all the garbage and the dirt in here, and we'll be left with just nice wax blocks, which we can turn into candles or other beeswax products, or we can use to re-wax frames so the bees the new frames so the bees draw it out properly. So I'm going to show you how we make our wax melter today. We get one of our bee boxes, a deep, and just a metal, like a disposable pan. Don't mind the jets, they're flying over again today. And then in the pan, I poke little holes right there. Not big, because we only want the wax to drip off. Then I get a bread pan, something like this, a glass baking dish, and I put blocks here so that this will be propped up with this tip down inside so that it's at an angle. Then we pour the cappings into this. This is everything we have that we want melted down. And there's a lot of old bug decays or old bees that were in the bottom of like frame feeders we pulled out. Then this is nice fresh. This will melt into perfect wax.
That was off of our wonky comb.
Yeah, and here's some wax chunks that were already in there that will purify out a little more. So we stick this all here in this tin, and then we get a old glass. We have an old window that we took out, which works perfect. You want something so this is all sealed up and it'll trap all the hot air in. But we let the sun come in, and the sun will melt all that wax down, and as the wax drips out, it will come down and it will collect in that tray. So over the next few days, I'll take clips and show you how the wax is adding up, and you'll see how it works.
Don't.
All right, so that's the wax we got out of it so far. And
A little bit of honey remnants that we have to clean out and strain out again.
And you can see the different colors, the darker wax and the brighter wax.
You want to see our wax school? No, Iris?
No, you don't gotta record this.
This is what the wax looks like coming out of the solar melter. We will then take it inside, add it to a little crock pot with some water, and refine it out a little more. And then it is usable for waxing the frames or whatever products we might want to use it for. Thanks for watching, and remember to follow your dreams.